Welcome, everybody. Welcome, all you Drangir and Shield Maidens, to this week's edition of Dropping the Hammer. I'm your host, Warhammer, tough as nails. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to start getting another nickname. I want to say Ironhead, but that's not gonna work. We do have an Iron Belly, but you know, man, it has taken just about a week for me to recover fully. This was just the other day that I noticed that, excuse me, that I was starting to feel better, or starting to feel on the mend. Now I'm still having heart issues, um, catch my breath and stuff like that. I'm still on the blood pressure medicine that's daily. We'll see how long that lasts. But for the time being, I am better. I am well. Um, Much more alive than the last video, and that's why I went and did this one live. So I wanted everybody to see the vast difference between last week and this week. Um, you know, Fully conscious, fully aware of everything now, and trying to monitor and maintain. So that's exactly what we've been doing for this past week. We've been doing really well, aside from had an incident the other night. Jokingly, I found a toe, and everybody's, what do you mean you found a toe? I found a toe at 3 a.m. Were you looking for a toe? No, found out it was attached to my foot. Just happened to kick a certain toe. Stubbed a toe, and ow, that's the one that hurts. So it's all swollen, jammed, inflamed, bruised. You know, not not wanting to work, but I'm dealing with it. I'm walking, so I don't think it's broken. Um, Went swimming yesterday. That made it feel a whole lot better. The cold, the lack of weight, the difference in density and pressures and weights and things like that. So um, that made it feel better. But I also have some pain medicine from the nose surgery the first time. So I'm dealing with it. It's not that bad. So as far as the nose, so we'll reiterate the story. There was no trauma. There was no impact. All I did was I felt a sniffle. I wiped my nose, noticed it was blood, wiped a second time, and it was a pore. Um, the only thing I can think of is it had to be somewhere back there, arterial or vein, you know, venereal. I don't know if that's the word, but that's all I can think of with the amount, with the speed, with the, I mean, just the force that it was coming out of me. Now, there's no way of knowing what happened until I talked to the doctor. Talked to the doctor on the 8th. So we're just going from there. Um, Again, everybody around me had never seen such a nosebleed, never seen that loss of blood from that. Now, the horrible side of me is laughing, because if you followed my podcast a year ago, I took a trash can lid to the skull a year ago today, and that put two scars up here. When I tell you there was less blood from the trash can lid, and I know there was blood everywhere, I this nosebleed was bad. I'm gonna have to find out how much blood they gave me because it it had to have been a lot. Timmy, Timmy. Thank you, brother. Um, thank you. I feel better. Like I feel human. I feel alive. Um, I've been, like I said, taking my blood pressure medicine. We're still working on that. I've been hydrating. I've been taking an iron supplement. Um, and I've been eating well. I need to start working out. I've been eating so well. But if my heart can't take it, can't really work out right now. But baby steps. I do want to thank everybody who has sent messages, who has um, checked in on me, called. Thank you. I answered how I could, what I could, when I could, but now I'm able to answer more questions. So it, random nosebleed. That's it. Now, what I can the easiest way I can describe it. Uh, Everybody drives a car. Everybody's car has an engine. Everybody's engine has oil. So drive a car after you drained the oil. How far are you going to drive? That's essentially what was going on. So I was still fully functioning, but I was leaking so much blood so fast that nothing else was getting the blood. So it was just, we were running out of blood. Um, on top of that, my heart was pumping so fast, trying to get everything blood where it needed to go. And so the heart nearly went out, and that's what I'm saying. The engine was going out. So no oil nearly caused the engine to seize. No blood nearly caused the heart to fail, and that's where we're sitting at today. So had a good day today. Not been checking my pressure, just been maintaining the pills for right now. Wanted to step away from that for a couple days, but I'll get right back on it. But went to breakfast, had a good breakfast with my parents, my daughter. So nice, calm, relaxing breakfast. My buddy bought some pizza for dinner just a bit ago, so we were able to eat some pizza. Greasy, cheesy goodness. That's all I can say. Um, just it was a good day, and I need more good days to come back. I'm not far, but we're getting there. Uh, Still having few bouts of the out of breath and the heart. I was describing to my mother, it's like an irregular heartbeat, but I don't really want to say it's an irregular heartbeat. It's just if everything is normal and then it's a bam and it's a hard one, and that's from then on it's a oh whoa, what just happened? So Brady, Brady. So uh another person that called and checked on me to make sure I was okay. So yeah, I thank you everybody again, but I've still got several weeks to recover. I'm not expected into the ring anytime soon, so when I get back in, I'm gonna take it slow, but I can I can test everything out. I'll know June 8th, and then June 13th is the next scheduled uh, booking. So I'm gonna wait to talk about those. we're dealing with health stuff right now, but I will be putting out information on both those shows very soon, as soon as June starts. So um, I don't like over over that's not, I don't want to say over promote, that sounds bad. I don't want to not even overstimulate. I just don't want to send too much to where y'all aren't really looking at it. I'm trying to send, just enough information to keep it on top of mind. Um, so I'm keeping the relevant information front and forward. So, like I said, having a good day. Got some mail yesterday. Part of the gym club. Now this time they sent me a chunk of rose quartz. They actually sent a couple. It either shattered when they delivered it, or something. They send a handful of stuff. It might have gotten thrown during delivery, but not really sure. But that's the chunk that I kept. There's other smaller pieces that I put with my rocks, and then the dust and the tiny stuff I threw away. Should have kept it. Should have hung on to it. I had an idea now that I think about it, but it's rose quartz, so we're gonna read that. It's for adoration, vulnerability, nurturing, love, and emotional balance. Yeah, I definitely need the emotional balance. Known for its love properties, rose quartz channels gentle, compassionate vibrations, making it ideal for promoting self-love and emotional healing. This set is perfect for creating a calming atmosphere and infusing your space with love and positive energy. The natural piece is not only beautiful, but is potent tools for enhancing your well-being. Discover the soothing benefits of rose quartz and let its loving energy transform your space and spirit. Please note the rose quartz is generally safe in water, making it versatile crystal for various uses. So, and I've already gotten a necklace of rose quartz and a bracelet of rose quartz. This time, um, an actual chunk of rose quartz. That's more my style. Not something I'm gonna wear. I've already got my jewelry. Yes, sir, Brady. Joint Forces Wrestling on June 13th. That's one of the things I'll talk about as soon as June comes up. But that's my first booking, June 13th. Joint Forces Wrestling in Carthage. So, yes, sir. Yeah, so that's the gyms. That's pretty much everything. I don't want to keep your time too much. Again, I'm still recovering. I haven't had too many long conversations. I'm still getting my wind back. So I am also trying to take my medication at night now. So we're also dealing with that. So we're trying that today. That's something my mother and I discussed. She was on the same medication. She changed it for different reasons. Made her too hot, too sweaty, which is something it is doing to me too. So we may be able to change that. And once she switched to a different one, she said it is perfect. So we're working on these things. We're getting better every day, but it was a close one. Kicking out at 2, man. Don't have any spontaneous leaks that you can't plug. My buddy was trying to give me some silver nitrate sticks, but the problem is I wouldn't have known how far or where to go with those, and it really wouldn't have mattered. So, I'm not. I'm not really worried about that. I've got other, band-aids and stuff like that, but we're on the mend. So again, thank you everybody for checking on me. Thank you for following on this journey. Thank you for sending your messages. Thank you for your prayers, your inspirations, everything. I was reading them. I was reading them. That's part of what made me feel better as quickly. So thank you, everybody. Tune in next week and we'll talk more about wrestling. So, good night.